Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the next instalment of the 6th season of RSF1. I'm Primus Gaming, not a name who's normally around for streaming, so apologies on that, but personal problems outside of streaming has caused me not to be so, let's say the word, there. I guess is the best one I can think of, but yeah, here I am today, and joined with me today is someone different, and someone I've never worked with before, so it's going to be a new experience for the pair of us. I'd like to welcome RSF1 Invade as my co-coms for today.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, so not a usual pair up for me, so it is going to be new for both of us, although you've heard me stream before, obviously, in my previous streams, but
Yeah.
first of us together though.
Yeah. Looking forward to it, to be honest. New challenge.
Yeah, Baku
New
as well.
challenge for
That's
the
a trial by
drivers.
fire for us both.
Obviously, we've seen different races already this week, with S5 being wet, then the other two being dry, but all of them very hectic.
As being one of the, well, it's not the most difficult street circuit. I still think Monaco holds that title because on
And Jeddah.
tracks like Baku, yeah, and Jeddah, tracks like Monaco, you just can't overtake on. But like Jeddah, Baku, and Singapore, you can at least still make a pass somewhere. But at Monaco, it's like you have to really hope you have the good enough pace to jump them in the pits because you're pretty much a massive train for most of the race. But yeah, we're not on Monaco. We've already got that done and dusted in the season. So actually, that was only last week, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
so yeah, we're here in Azerbaijan, and we're just waiting on RSF1 Pazuzu and Merlin just to load in, and then we can begin the qualifying session, and then we'll be able to get a rough idea on what weather conditions we're going to be expecting for the first 3 qualifying sessions.
Oh, geez.
Obviously, I'm pretty
for
sure
the-
everyone's seen or knows what the qualifying basis is all about. You know what to expect. But for anyone who's new, would you like me to? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, for anyone who's new, did you want me to explain the qualifying rules, or would you like the honours invade?
You can.
Right, so with qualifying, everyone, and this is just going by an example, if we have a full grid of 20 cars. So qualifying is distributed into 3 separate sessions within a 45-minute period, at least in RSF1. So it would start off with cars from P20 to P16 in an 18-minute session. If they fail to go better than P16, they will be knocked out of the first session of qualifying. Q2 is the more important one though, because whatever tyre you use, depending on the conditions, if it's dry all the way through dry and race, qualifying and race, then that means whatever tyre you use in Q2, which successfully gets you into the top 10 shootout for Q3, is your starting tyre. So obviously you have to be very careful and choose wisely. However, it's a different situation if you go through Q2 on soft tyres and then suddenly it's rain in the beginning of the race, then obviously you're not allowed to start on dry tyres in wet conditions, so that is a exception, and that's the same if it's vice versa, if you did qualifying in the wet and the race is dry. So then when you get into the top 10 shootout, which is Q3, that's the real important one, because the final 10 cars will take part in a 12-minute qualifying session to see who starts in provisional pole for that said Grand Prix. Obviously, being 2021, what we've just seen recently of real life F1, it's always been Hamilton and Verstappen, where you had that little odd occasion where Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc got their cars on the top of the table until Charles Leclerc binned it in the wall after his lap. So, yeah, that was heartbreaking though, especially to watch poor Leclerc to listen to the Monaco national anthem just to not race it. But they left his P1 spot empty, just in respect, but like still it hurt for him, which I completely understand, because if he would have been able to start, I think he would have won that race, because as I said earlier, like track position is key, so if you can hold the lead, you pretty much have it all the way.
Yeah. You definitely, if you probably top 5 around this track, you're bound to get either one of them on the podium, if not 2.
And a question for you, because like we've all seen the cars, except obviously for Alfa Romeo. Their reveal isn't, I think it's till the 27th, so we still haven't seen Alfa's car.
Yeah.
But we've seen pretty much every single car on the grid now, their actual car, not their render. What is your top three? So going from your best one, so first, second, third, in that particular order, what is your favourite car?
My favourite
your
car
first.
would be Ferrari. It's just amazing.
I have to agree.
Second, probably McLaren. Just because I like the design of the car shape. Number three, probably Aston Martin.
For me, Ferrari definitely, because like the way when you look at the front view of the car, it has a 1990s feel. It reminds me of the old 1990s car, which it is pretty sexy, that look of that Ferrari. Obviously, I know it's just a red Ferrari. It's like Ferraris always use red. But then my second favourite car, and I know you're going to be like, oh, really? Actually, the Mercedes looks pretty damn good. I missed seeing a Merc in silver, to be honest. I mean, I did like the black livery because I do like seeing a black racing car because black's a cool color or shade, sorry. But like to see the silver arrows actually be silver again, and also kind of the way they designed their livery, it does look quite nice. And then my third favourite car is actually the Williams, because I saw a picture of the Williams car on track compared to a picture of Ratzenberger's car, and they're quite similar, so it's quite nice as well because someone made that little connection. But it's just a nice Williams livery, although last year's Williams livery I do quite like more because it just looks a little bit more retro.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Blazer says he really likes the Alpine, Ferrari and the McLaren. Tomo says for him the Ferrari, the Red Bull at the testing was awesome. I also would say the Alpine.
I do have to say, I know everyone like sort of went, it looks the same with Red Bull, but the Red Bull actually looks pretty good. I know they've gone for the same colours and all that, but I mean that doesn't stop it from being a nice car though.
Yeah.
Alpine,
the pink
admittedly, I'm just gonna say, like, don't get me wrong. I know BWT is a main sponsor for Alpine, but I wanted Alpine to see what they did with Aston Martin here on the game, where the pink is a nice addition to the car. The fact is Alpine's going all pink. Yeah, it's cool, but we've seen it before. So
yeah.
For the first two races, I'm not really liking the look of the Alpine car, but I do admit when they've got the blue as a majority of the car, and then pink is like, I'd say 30% of it. Yeah, okay, maybe then I'll think I'll have to agree. Then okay, yeah, I can like the Alpines, but the first two races is literally just all pink, and I'm sorry, but when you shove a whole load of pink onto a car like that, and then add like no extra colour, it just kills the look of it. So yeah. I'm kind of hoping that the first two races go by quickly so we can actually get a normal looking Alpine instead of basically what is a Renault powered Racing Point. Which is convenient because Otmar, the old Aston Martin team boss, is now in Alpine. So yeah.
I
guess that's why BWT probably followed with him. Yeah. Probably because they have more of a relationship with Otmar than they did with Aston Martin itself.
And Lawrence Stroll.
Yeah, and Stroll. But I do like the look of the Aston Martins now, because the green and the yellow colour is like the authentic original Aston Martin colours, which is quite nice. Before we get back onto the 2022 cars, having a little look at the qualifying session so far, Fruit Boy literally just went fastest in the Ferrari, the 39.4, followed by RSF1 Hunt with a 39.8. Breezy only just narrowly behind him by 0.07 of a second, 8.71. Then Footy Master, a 39.0, so 300th of a second off of Breezy. Then 100th of a second behind him is Merlin. So the times are quite close. So like people are trailing each other by hundreds at the minute, except for Fruit Boy, who's just gone and shot through the whole field with a 39.4. So, but it's not like a monstrously dominant time. He's only just 4 tenths ahead of Hunt. So, yeah, a good lap from the Ferrari. It looks a little overcast though. Do you think we might get some rain?
Nah, it doesn't look like the weather it were like for F5 yesterday. F5 was very dark, so you could already tell that it was going to be wet. But this one,
even if it doesn't rain, it'll be at least it'll affect the track temperatures because it'll be a little bit cooler. Right, let's see who we got going on a lap. We got James Petit on or we'll just call him James. James on a lap in his Red Bull going through turn 1. He doesn't brake as late as I'd like to, so I don't know if he's lost time or anything like that. Going into the second corner, put the power down to DRS zone, keeping close to the wall there, now gliding into the middle of the track, keeping very much on the power, and then brake by the 100-meter board, not too late, quite nice. Oh, hits the wall there, hopefully no damage. As he's now approaching the end of the first sector zone. Is it going to be the fastest first sector by James? No, it's not. He's 35 dead. Oh, no, it is. 35.0, which is his first sector time, which is apparently the fastest first sector in the Red Bull. Now, brake at the 50-meter board here. Oh, cuts quite a bit of the track there. Very lucky not to get invalidated. Now, this is where you could lose it all because we got the castle section, or as people like to call it, the I am stupid lane. But luckily does not crash there. Looking like a very decent second sector here by James.
Yeah,
as we approach the Ericsson crash wall. Brake quite late, going down to the end of the second sector. Now you've got the fast twists here. 14.9 so far on the lap, and that's apparently a fastest second sector again. Oh, a bit heavier on the steering there. Like his car didn't want to turn, so he had to sharply turn, kick the rear of the car out, so that will definitely compromise his lap a little bit. But I still think this could be a decent lap by him. He goes second fastest. I do think he probably would have at least kept a 10th if he didn't have to sharply turn his car like that, as he was on like the 2 kinks.
So decent lap.
It's still a very good lap. He's second place at the minute, so that's not a lap to shrug off at. Meanwhile, we was doing that. Merlin did a 39.9, so barely trailing by Footy Master.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I saw Blazer hit the wall in Sector 2, but he's gone purple.
Magic Marks improves to 4th place, while Gasly goes up to 2nd place. A very good lap there by SSRL Gasly. Meanwhile, the RSF1 Season 1, Season 1 Division 2 champion Magic Marks is improved to 5th place. Blazer, even after bumping the wall, improves to 3rd place and matches Gasly exactly. If we get a 3rd car doing that, we'll literally have a Frenson, Villeneuve, Schumacher situation here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've had another improvement. No, we haven't. Zicky's crashed his Ferrari in the wall. Hopefully that doesn't collect another.
Track. Oh, no. that almost got Pazui.
Go on board of James. The Ferrari might still be there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That ruined Pazuzu's end of lap.
Yeah, Pazuzu will have to have like lifted there, and obviously you want full power and full speed as you're beginning your lap. So yeah, that's basically compromised Pazuzu of actually getting in a nice fastest second lap there. Obviously it's not Zicky's fault, everyone loses it there. I've lost it there. Fruit Boy feels comfortable in P1 with that 39.4, so I don't think he's feeling any pressure.
He's safe.
Hunt feels pretty confident as well.
I don't know about that. It could be the cut-off though, because it doesn't look like Dave and obviously Pazuzu hasn't haven't actually done proper
Oh,
laps.
we've had a crash.
Oh.
It's Blazer Guns in the castle.
Oh, he's not out though, which is good.
Not out and no damage somehow, which is absolutely lucky, might I have to say. I lost the car. I was spectating there.
Oh, Moggs.
I think it was Zarbrad. That's it. It was Zarbrad. I was spectating. Who was approaching that area. But Christ, I got a little worried there when I saw Blazer in the wall. Because imagine like doing that good P3, matching Gasly's time just to be out.
Yeah,
Literally doing a Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, that would be super annoying. I would be raging.
And then we'll see from Blazer in the chat, I am stupid. I am stupid. Alright, and on board with Zarbrad here, looks like he's actually on a really, really good lap here. As he gets onto the DRS, Gasly feels safe in second place, matching with Blazer Gun's time. Meanwhile, Zarbrad crosses the line and tops the table with a 39.2.
Blazer has retired, but this time in the pits.
Fortunately, not on the track and in a wall, so I think Blazer can breathe a little bit. But looking at the danger area now, because Pazuzu is actually beginning another lap. Dave's on a lap.
Actually, I think he's finished.
He didn't improve then. He stayed out quite a lot on those tyres. I mean, he's done 6 laps on those, and he has enough time to go back in and get another. Blazer Gun says, I am almost stupid. I just looked on the camera, you know, where
6 up.
He's 6/10 up.
Yeah, but his lap isn't really convincing.
Is it enough? No, it's not. It's a good improvement, but it's not enough to get him out of.
Knocked out.
He's in the danger zone.
Saying there's 2 crashes. I didn't even realise Soggy actually crashed.
Wait, who's? Can't see the mark. There it is. I think, was it Zarbrad who crashed, or did he just move out the way for the Alfa Romeo?
Probably moved out the way.
Oh no, he moved. Yeah, Blazer said I'm almost stupid because he had that moment in the wall there. He was very lucky not to be out, to be honest. But anyways, on board with Pazuzu. Breezy was retired in 8th place in the Aston Martin, feeling pretty happy there. But Pazuzu on the power, down the DRS zone. Can Pazuzu improve to get himself out of the relegation zone? He does actually improve by 0.4 of a second, which is very good, but that's not enough. So Pazuzu has got work to do, and he is not safe. Meanwhile,
look how close that bottom 4 are.
Yeah, it's very close actually. Like Dave and Moggs are pretty much tripping over each other at this point on the times. Let's have a little look on Dave. Do you want to do a look quick on board of Dave?
Is he on a lap?
Yeah, he's on a lap.
What turn is it? Turn 4. Going into turn 4. Takes a decent line through there. Brakes early to make the turn and switches it into the right. Oh, he's binned it.
Oh, that was a nasty hit.
Dave.
No. That was a shunt and a half.
He should have boxed
he
after that 6th lap.
His tyres were suffering. This is not a very kind track to drivers. And Pazuzu still isn't safe because Pazuzu's time is slower than Dave. So regardless if Dave has crashed or not, Pazuzu is still not out of danger. It means we've lost an additional car. And I forgot to mention to people, even if you say you qualified on pole, but crash in Q1, that's your day done. And it does look like Moggs is on another lap in that Alpine. We'll monitor him for a minute because he's going through Castle, chucks it down to 3rd, gets a little bit squirrely down the steering, but still stays in. Not able to get the power down as quick as you can normally do through there, but regardless, Moggs is still going. Brake late going down to the 100-meter board. On the power, the rear went a little loose there. Getting to the second. Oh, he's actually up by half a second here. This could actually put him back up to safety. Zarbrad actually just improved to a 39.1. I don't know why he's gone for another lap when he clearly was more than able to stay on pole. But yeah, practice if he wanted it. But yeah, Moggs. No, Moggs! Moggs! He's ran out of fuel.
No! He was 5/10 up.
He was half a second up. I mean, he might still be safe, depending on how long we've got left of qualifying. Eagle feels pretty safe. Yeah, 20 seconds left. Moggs is safe, but that's gutting to run out of fuel at that very moment.
Pazuzu, he's out.
Yeah, Pazuzu's retired in the pit lane. There's only 20 seconds left on the board, so there's not enough time to get back out there and get another lap in. So that is the end of Pazuzu's day, alongside Dave, Zicky, and Soggy Salmon. But Soggy Salmon had to serve a qualifying ban by the looks of it. Zarbrad, though, the lone driver, is taking a little slow celebration lap here, just savouring the moment as he makes his way back to the pits. Unless he is completely out of fuel, then that explains why he's not going so quickly. But James in the Red Bull is in 5th. Just going over the drivers that are still somehow in. James was your teammate?
Yeah, in F5. He got promoted to F2, couldn't do F2, and then he's gone to F3.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Oh, there we go. So yeah, going over the classification for the top 3. Zarbrad with a 39.1, a very good lap. Obviously, he did a 39.2, so only just barely improved, but still, Zarbrad taking his little weaving. Yeah, he's taking his little weaves there to celebrate. Fruit Boy in 2nd of that 39.4, a very good lap by Fruit Boy. That was actually his one and only lap that he did, and he pretty much stayed there. Gasly followed in 3rd place of a 39.695, with Blazer setting the exact same time, but obviously it went to Gasly for the higher position because Gasly did the lap first. Yeah, Soggy got a qualifying ban because of the incident with Adam Lee last week in Monaco. Okay then. Yeah. So I wasn't there, so I wouldn't have known. But at least that clarifies why Soggy had to retire. But yeah, that's it for qualifying. But yeah, very decent times actually from people. P3 to P8 was quite close. Only separated by just like a tenth to over a tenth.
Yeah.
So not bad, but unfortunately for Dave, it did look like if Dave didn't crash, he would have been into Q2.
Oh,
even if he didn't improve. So Dave will be sort of hitting himself with that one because Pazuzu could not improve and just left himself no time to get back into the pit lane and get himself some new tyres and some more fuel in the car. So sadly for him, he'll have to join Pazuzu out in the end of Q1. But yeah, that has been your classification for qualifying 1.
That was an interesting Q1. A few crashes.
Does look like though we got an interesting Q2 now because we got some. I mean, everyone's times were very good, and now we get to see what tyre strategy people are going to go for here. Especially the fact is it does look like. I know it's still grey, but it looks like it's slightly getting a little bit of colour in the sky. So I think we're seeing the end of the cloud. Got a car going onto the track. That's an Alfa Romeo. That's Magic Marks, who's choosing softs. Is this a high degradation circuit?
No, it is to start on mediums.
Oh, it's high deg on mediums?
No, you'll want to start on mediums, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
I do like Baku.
Maybe he just wants to go for the aggressive strat.
Yeah, try and go for more safety. Of like pretty much nearly guaranteeing himself a spot into the third qualifying session. But that means the pressure is on, really, though. But like they're the only ones who've like put on soft tyres. I mean, Marks and Blazer Guns is the only ones who've put on soft, while
Houston and Ben.
everyone else has sort of put mediums on.
Yeah.
Evening, Ben?
I mean, the drivers on mediums will be saving softs for Q3 if it is raining. But I don't know at all.
If it was rain, I'll be using the softs, because I'd like to try and guarantee myself into Q3, because if we're starting on rain, it won't really matter.
People with the more patience think they'll use mediums to see where their pace is, see if they can save.
Like a
tyres.
banker lap.
Yeah, see if they can save more tyres as well, if it's good enough.
We'll have to wait and see what everyone does, but it looks like the sky is now clearing up. I can see a nice tinge of blue and the sunlight coming out, so I think that's the end of the overcast weather in qualifying. But Blazer Guns beginning his flying lap, who passed past Magic Marks. Magic Marks going straight back into the pits because he doesn't want to start on those softs. I think he was just going around to get a feel for it, but Blazer is very adamant he doesn't want to be on the mediums, because remember, a 39.645 was his, no, 6.95 was his last time in qualifying 1. Can he do better than that, or at least get near it? Because if he can, then we can see Blazer is actually going for it and he's not just setting a banker. Yeah. Because I know some drivers, i.e. Old Manzi, in Division 4, will go out on some tyres, like some old medium, so old softs or anything like that, or a new set. Just go out and do a slow lap on it. Don't have to be a great lap, but get a feel, get a banker lap in, because also it's wearing the track in a little bit, which is quite clever. Get the track a little bit more worn in, so that means when you're actually going out for your laps, it's like nearly almost prime grip.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people do that.
So far so good. From Blazer Guns, a 39.695 was his previous best. I reckon he'll probably do a 40.
40? What, you reckon
1 minute
he's on the banker?
Oh no, he's backed off.
Oh! He's going to get a feel. I reckon he's going to get a feel for the track on the soft thing, and then he's going to go on mediums. Yeah, he's done a banker.
So that was pushing on those tyres. It might have even been his Q1 tyres. And he was just pushing on the Q1 tyres, pretty much just forcing a good lap in. So obviously it's priming the track up. But Blazer, yeah, backed off at the end there. So that was his banker. That was his banker lap.
Guess he doesn't want to start on the softs.
Well, at least we can see Blazer Guns is kind of playing for safety there, which is unusual. But I've raced Blazer, so like a part of me that knows a bit of Blazer's old habits. So to see that is kind of surprising for me, because I've raced him in Division 4 previously. So
he's a changed man.
He's a changed man, yeah. The victim of Tim and Ike's special jokes on the old meme reviews. I don't even think Tim and Ike's made a meme review lately, hasn't he?
No, I don't think he has.
Oh, Tim and Ike. And we missed the meme review. Especially when Hunt had his name as RSF1 Brundle.
Oh, yeah.
And when he played, it's like, it's Brundle! This man is truly a superlative driver. I loved the old meme reviews, especially with the opening when it was Quaker Oats' flying Alfa Romeo. That clip used to just kill me. I loved it.
I loved enjoying. I loved to watch him. Every time I was bored, I went to go watch him.
Oh! Tank slapper in the castle there by Hunt. He lost the rear a little bit. Fortunately, straightened the car out, but he smacked the rear of the car into the wall. The rear kicked out, and it's like he hit the wall and it stabilised the car, but ooh, not what the Mercedes driver would want. But he's keeping it held in.
Oh.
Alright, so you got Van Geysen's actually done a 39.9 on mediums, which is actually really good. That's actually a very good lap.
Wasn't he like P11 last in Q1 as well?
He was, yeah. He was down outside the top 10 for sure. But that lap on the mediums is only like 0.8 of a second off of the pole time in Q1.
That's
Which
mad.
I know some people will say like it's 0.8 of a second. That's only a second. What's the big deal? Well, the grip and the time loss between the softs and the mediums on a track like this is quite substantial. So to see even an 0.8 difference between the Q1 soft pole time and the Q2 mediums pole time is very good.
Just to confirm, Blazer was on those Q1 softs.
I thought so. There's no point burning off any new sets if he was just doing a banker, so very clever tricks there from Blazer Guns. So looking forward to seeing what time he could push out though on those mediums. Hopefully another time matching Gasly. Meanwhile, the the Season 1 Division 2 champion Magic Marks crosses the line and goes fourth fastest with a 140.186, so just 0.02 of a second off of James. Valtteri, it's James, you got Marks behind you. Let's see, who's on a lap? Who's on a lap? We got Yuzkin and Zarbrad. Zarbrad being the pole sitter in Q1, so let's see what he can do. Fastest second sector, but he caught a lot of the curbs there, going into what I'd like to call the second to last corner, because I know these two bits count as corners, but they're like on the straight. But anyway, Zarbrad pushing down the straight into the DRS zone. He got fastest in Q1. Can he do it again in Q2? Damn, that's a good lap. 39.4.
That was 0.2 off his best lap.
That's actually literally 0.07 of a second slower than Fruit Boy's time, and Fruit Boy was second in Q1.
That's
I reckon
mad.
this is Zarbrad's track. So this is his track where he's feeling the confidence. So he could be the person who could take it all away if he can nail the start.
That is mad to see that lap though.
That's crazy, but that very good job to Zarbrad. But now Eagle, a person who I know who's a very quick driver. Eagle going down to the end of the second sector zone. A 116, catches a lot of the curb on the inside though again. As he pushes down the end of the straight, he's low on fuel, so he's really underfueled the car to try and give himself the best lap, but sometimes the first flying lap on the medium tyres is not the most optimum grip though. It's not like the softs.
Yeah.
But Eagle crosses the line and goes only 12th fastest. To be fair, with the mediums, you kind of... While the softs have peak grip on the moment you leave the track, the mediums need to be worn in a tiny bit before you're at peak grip. It has like a soft spot, so you need to do at least a lap or so.
Yeah, probably.
And then like you got the hards, where when you first put the hards on, they're rubbish with grip. But then once you've got the temperature into the tyres and you've gotten a few laps into them, and like in the race, the hards then come into their own.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuzkin sending it into the pit lane, which kind of just made my bum clench.
We haven't seen a crash in the pit lane yet this week.
Fingers crossed we don't.
Yeah.
And soon, when the 2022 game comes out, obviously it's still quite a bit down the pipeline, but we're already nearly into March, so it could be seeing it in 3 months or 4 months, but soon on the back of an Alpine we'll see L Plan. So interesting to see what can be done with the 2022 game, seeing how drastically different the cars could be from one game to another.
Hopefully it don't have as many glitches as this game did at the start.
But it's Codemasters, so I don't want to get my hopes too high. Mark's done a pretty good second sector there, actually. This Alpine is on a flyer here. Fastest second sector. Is it enough to get himself a very good qualifying position at the end of Q2? At the DRS zone now. Not going to take advantage of Eagle's Mercedes to get a tow.
I think he might have been
Crosses the line. Oh, he did a 40.6. That's not a bad lap.
Oh, look at all the drivers going on softs.
I think some drivers are just not chancing it. I mean, James is very much not confident on his mediums, and he's already invalidated the lap because he cut too much of the entrance into turn 1.
I don't know why Fruit Boy's doing it. I think Fruit Boy's 100% safe. Probably James as well.
Maybe it's just Fruit Boy's at the ready. He's not come out the pits just yet, but he's like waiting on standby. So when it gets to a certain time and he feels he is at risk, then he'll probably put them on.
Yeah.
Gasly looks like he's on a decent lap again. Laser Guns is out though. I just noticed Blazer is out. I think he might have terminal damage. Could you check the race director?
Yes, I'll have a look now.
Oh, Gasly, 39.995. A very good lap on
terminal
mediums.
damage.
Yep, he's binned it.
Where though?
Unfortunate for him. It's Baku. It's difficult. Remember, he had that close call in the castle. If I'm going to make a guess, it's either in the castle section or somewhere else. But it is.
Turn 1.
No, to be fair, that is actually very easy to do that. Because if you try and brake late enough and if you try and brake late enough to get a good entry into turn 1, there is that very high risk of catching the inside curb or missing it all entirely and smashing into the wall outside of it. So easy mistake by Blazer. Honestly, I've done it multiple times in practice, so Blazer is not the only one who's done it.
Yeah.
And hand on heart, I've made my mistakes in Baku. So, I'm not going to laugh at anyone make mistakes because I've made them. So, I'd be laughing at myself.
Yeah. Same.
Yuzkin, though, is going again. Purple first sector. A little bit slow there through the castle, I feel. Because you can go, once you get through there, you can enter in about 3rd gear. But he took it very, very cautious going into the castle.
Soy Master's invalidated. He might not have enough time to set a lap and do another lap.
And that is the end of Q2. And it looks like Fruit Boy is only just barely made it to the line.
Oh, Footy Master's out.
Footy Master might be out here, yeah, because it looks like AlphaTauri were going for the team strategy here, but what it didn't take into account is that Footy was going to invalidate Yuzkin up to 4th.
Oh,
Gasly's still safe in 3rd.
Top 3 is safe.
Fruit Boy has been relegated down to P5 though. I know everyone has gone on to new softs, so at the very least, if Fruit Boy chooses not to do the rest of this lap, he'll be guaranteed at least 11th place if he keeps on... No. Guaranteed 10th, so he is safe.
Oh, Breezy 5 tenths up.
Hunt has moved up to the top of the table with a 39.3. So Mercedes on pole for Q2. Meanwhile, on board with Breezy here in the Aston Martin. DRS assistance is now activated. Going down the straight, can Breezy beat Hunt's 39.3? No, he can't. He does a 39.5. That's still a very good lap. So Hunt still has top of the table here in Q2. Magic Marks, 3/4 of a second up. Crosses the line, goes second fastest, only trails by a Hunt, only barely.
Merlin got
Fruit Boy is safe.
Got out the relegation.
Yeah, Fruit Boy is backed off. Fruit Boy very well knows he's safe, which means Fruit Boy is on the medium compound tyre.
Oh.
So 4 cars have made it. No, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars on soft and 5 on mediums.
That's going to make it interesting.
And Blazer Guns says this is also one of my favourite tracks, especially winning here in Season 1 and Season 2. To be fair, just because he's out in Q2 doesn't mean it's the end of it, because I think I started 11th when I won my race in Baku. So just because you're down out of the top 10 doesn't necessarily mean you're done for the day. It just means you've got a little bit more work to go through. But like, it is still very much on the table. But yeah, that has been an interesting Q2. Originally, it was Zarbrad who was on the top of the table in Q1, but this time it's Brandel on the top of the table, followed by Magic Marks in second and Zarbrad third. Meanwhile, your drivers out of Q2 is Blazer Guns in 14th, Eagle 13th. Eagle couldn't improve, which is a bit of a shame to see, but again, not out of it yet. Footy Master 12th and FTR Moggs all just barely missing out, getting into Q3, and that is your top 10. But I know Hunt is going to be smiling a little bit there. Hunt will
pace. He was only a 10th off Hunt on the mediums.
According to AWAT14, Gasly has screwed up. Gasly got through on the mediums.
Gasly hasn't screwed up.
Medium, like getting through, especially most of the grid put on softs, and he still survived getting into Q3 on the mediums. I don't necessarily agree with that, because to be fair, if you can get through to Q3 when everyone else has gone to softs and you stay on the mediums, then you've done good. Like, but then again, no one's screwed up really. It's just a gamble. You take the gamble and you try your best. But anyways,
yep.
Merlin, first car out on track.
Also, the new Williams driver full time this week is just out Merlin.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. AWAT's explained why he said that. He said he did 3 laps on the mediums. That is probably, yeah, no, that's a very good point then. If he's done 3 laps on those mediums, yes, he's done very good to do that lap, but he's hurt those tyres.
Unless he's got some mad tyre weight saving skills. Yeah, he's screwed
It will
up.
say 3 laps though. It will say 3 laps though, because obviously he's done his main flying lap. He'll have a cool down, and then he'll have a second lap. You can get away with doing that. So if he's done that, then maybe that's why it's saying 3. But yeah, no, that's a very good spot there from AWAT. So I'll give him that. It was a very good spot there.
Yep.
Fruit Boy though, we know he's quick, and he's back out in front of the pack. And this time, Invade, I'd like to give you the honours with this Ferrari. Because the last time I gave you the honours of a car, Dave crashed into the wall.
I think I'm actually a bad luck charm.
Well, if Fruit Boy crashes, then I might stop you. Oh no, James has crashed.
Oh no.
James has crashed in the castle.
Oh, right. Coming down the motorway with Fruit Boy. I don't know what to say because the straights is that long. Braking quite early into turn 1, clipping that inside curve, riding the outside. Brake line. Swings it into swings it into turn 2, opens DRS, brakes around 100 meter, and then he clips the inside curve. I don't know if you want to do that or not. Slow braking into here, left and right, coming across the straight into the slowest corner on the turn, takes that beautifully into the castle. Hopefully he doesn't bin it like Charles. Right then left, rides the curb very well, swings it across his turn, which I would even class as a turn, brakes late, doesn't take the esports line. Then he comes up to the final 2 turns, swings it right, then swings it left, keeps away from the wall and down the very long and boring straight.
Yazgin might actually get the benefit here of being behind him on the straight, because Fruit Boy done a 39.6. A 40 dead by Yazgin, but still, he was actually in the slipstream from the Ferrari, so very good work there from both Fruit Boy and Yazgin. But then Zarbrad back to the 39.1, so a very good lap, and he's back up to matching his Q1 pole time.
Could we see a
Breezy.
38.
39.4. We could. Oh, I'm on the wrong bit. Could see a 38 possibly, high 38. The Q2 pole sitter RSF1 Hunt has not come out of the pits yet. Ven Geisen is now out on the track and doing a lap. So he's now reaching the end of the second sector zone. Oh yeah, we've got Mark, sorry, I'll go on board with him as he's up ahead. Famous Vettel-Hamilton collision back there, where he just passed through, where Vettel hit the side of Lewis's car after he apparently brake checked him. And then obviously Sebastian Vettel was not treated with kindness from the FIA and was given a 10-second penalty. And he had to serve that in the pit lane, which kind of ended Vettel's chances of winning, but it didn't really have too much of an effect because Valtteri Bottas's tyre exploded not too long after. But a 39.3 by Magic Marks. Very good lap. Ven has just done a 39.7, so we've got some really good laps coming out now. And other than James being out from crashing into the wall, Hunt is the only person who needs to set a lap.
Oh, Gassy, he's on another lap. He's a 10th down though. Going to the last few turns.
We know he's done a 39.9 before, but we've not seen Gasly do better than a 39. I think he's going in. Yeah, he's going into the pits. His battery is nearly dead, and he's out of fuel nearly. He'll actually, by the time he'd get back around the track after that, he probably would have been out of qualifying. So very smart from Gasly. Best to just quickly get back into the pits. But as he was down on time, it really didn't look like much of a loss to him.
Yeah, nobody's on a lap. This is the boring part.
Hunt is leaving it very late. That's a very big surprise. I would have thought Hunt would have maybe have
Does he not have 2 sets of softs?
I don't know.
That's the only reason I could think about him not going out by now.
He could either be saving his tyres or he's... Oh, looks like Magic Marks. Oh no, he's not validated. He's just going back into the pits. And same as Ven. So the last 2 cars out on the track is going in. Ven's has actually just overtaken Magic Marks to get into the pit lane first. So a little bit of racing on the track, but it's more just a matter of racing to the pits.
And this is now the boring part of Q3.
Where we wait for someone to send their engineer out to get them ready to go back out for another lap. So far, no one's done that whatsoever. We want to see your Jeff come out. That sounded very bad. We want to see... Oh, no, there you go. We got one coming out. That's Zarbrad.
Or Merlin. Yeah, it's Merlin.
No, it is Merlin, yeah. It's just because we've got both the Williams there. It's a little bit trippy.
Yeah.
Merlin.
It looks just like a Red Bull.
6th fastest. So he's doing very good for the Williams team. Hunt has still not emerged from the pit lane. We've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and he's the only car who's not done a lap.
That's interesting.
He's leaving it very late. I mean, he's guaranteed 9th, which is like not bad, but if I was Hunt, I would be getting out soon.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why he hasn't.
He did decent in Q1. He
And Q2.
did very good in Q2. But I would have thought he would have at least put in a lap. It's either he's not about or he's
Maybe
not going to do it. He's nearing the danger zone.
We don't.
Probably. But like it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. So there he is. The man of the moment is now finally come out onto the track. We'll have to keep an eye on him because he did a 39.3.
Hopefully he doesn't invalidate.
Q2. If he replicates his Q2 time here,
that would get in Q2.
Yeah, or at least matching Magic Marks nearly. So we'll have to see because that Q2 time was very good, but now the track's at optimum grip. So Hunt has left it late, but then again, sometimes leaving the pits too early in Q3 can be a bad thing. So Hunt's taking an interesting call here.
Hopefully it
Meanwhile,
pays off for him.
Merlin's the only one on a flying lap right now, so we'll come back to Hunt in a minute. We'll see what Merlin can do if he's up or down on time. So crossing the first sector zone, he's actually gained up over 1/10 of a second. So Merlin is going faster. So currently at the minute, if he maintains this current pace, he'll only improve his time but not gain a position. So we'll have to see how he does as he goes into the second sector zone, and then we'll switch over to RSF1 Hunt to see if Hunt can get anywhere near the pole sitter's time and get him, or at least get himself into the top 3. And that's it. The predictions. I forgot to even ask you predictions. Who's your suggestions or your prediction?
I'd say Zilbrad pole, Breezy P2, and Gasly P3.
I'm going to have to say Zarbrad first, Mark second, and Hunt third.
Interesting.
So Merlin's actually done very good there. He was nearly 5/10 of a second up on his time as he's now crossing the line. Merlin improves to 4th place, a 39.4, and just shy off of Breezy. A very good lap from Merlin.
Let's go to Hunt. And we have no time to compare this off from him.
Fastest first sector by Hunt. He's going quick.
Ooh.
He's really left it late, and there is now no more room for mistakes. If Hunt invalidates this lap, he will start 9th. So we have to keep an eye on him, as well as everyone else actually. There is no more room for mistakes for anyone. If anyone invalidates, they could lose their chance on getting provisional pole, or even if Zarbrad invalidates, I reckon he might be safe. Yuzkin, he just barely makes it so he can start a lap. But we're keeping an eye on this guy here because he's the only person who's not done a lap. Crosses through the second sector, fastest sector. Hunt is actually on an absolute belter of a lap here, as he was P1 in Q2. Can Hunt replicate that again? Oh, he gets close to the wall. Hunt Down the start, finish
Pushing
straight.
like mad.
DRS assistance active. Fastest first and second sector. Can Hunt get provisional pole for the start of the Baku Grand Prix? No, he can't. But it's P2. A good lap.
That is a... Oh,
Breezy shoots to the top of the table. 39 dead. Zarbrad.
Genzi. That's...
No, Zarbrad invalidated.
No. He was the favourite.
That's
of the pole.
interesting. No, I tell you what though. I'm not going to take that away from Hunt though. That was a brilliant lap.
Yeah.
Marks crosses the line. Pole!
Oh! Oh, we're still not seeing 38. Oh, never mind.
There it is, Fruit Boy. Jesus. I can't even put my finger on who's going to take pole now. We've got Gasly.
And your skin. You can't roll out your skin.
Gasly 8th, Yuzkin 8th. That is it. That is Q3 and not the results I was expecting. I was expecting Zarbrad to take that.
I was not expecting Fruit Boy and then up there.
Neither did I. Neither did I, to be honest. I thought that 39.2 was definitely a top 3 start for Hunt, but regardless, that 39.2 is good. Zarbrad surprised me when I saw him invalidated, but that was close.
Top 6.
Honestly, that is one of the most close top 10 shootouts I've ever seen in Baku. That is brilliant. Yeah, look at that. From first to 6th is only separated by 0.3 of a second. That is pretty mad. Good though. It made for a really good show. But Fruit Boy taking the top of the table in the Ferrari. A dark horse candidate really in the qualifying session there, because we both didn't really put much money on Fruit Boy.
F2 pole was a 38.2.
So he's 0.7 of a second off of the F2 pole time. And then Magic Marks, an old name, has got second place for the start of the Grand Prix, and Breezy in third, and then Van Geysen actually completes the top 2 rows for the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
I can tell you one happy person would be, and that was Ben with his drive on pole.
Just Merlin said, I had to go out on used softs for my last run as well. So, a gamble there, because old tyres. You gonna find the grip on them? Right, that was his call. And Invade, by the way, is my little thing I like to do for fun. Oh, never mind. We didn't even get much time to wait. You, my friend, are going to be in charge of the formation lap.
Okay then.
I like to let my co-coms do the formation lap. So wait,
I enjoy doing the formation.
are we doing a
lap
restart or not? I'm not sure, because someone's readied up,
shit.
but I don't think a restart's been called, hasn't it?
I'll have a look now.
No one's called it, but looks in the members' lounge. Normally
no
one of the
admin.
admin.
It in F3
Oh no! That was a lobby timer. That was a lobby timer. This one's actually the race start timer. So someone has readied up that. What the hell?
What?
Okay, I'm confused.
Just let me get the ties up and then I'll start. So in P18 we have Soggy Salmon in the McLaren on the mediums. 17th we have Zicky in the Ferrari on the mediums. 16th we have RSF1 Pazuzu in the Red Bull on the mediums. 15th we have LCFC Dave in the Alfa Romeo on the softs. 14th we have LR Blazer Guns in the McLaren on the mediums. 13th we have Eagle in the Mercedes on the mediums. 12th we have Footy Master in the AlphaTauri on the mediums. 11th we have FTR Moggs in the Alpine on the softs. 10th we have James Petty in the Red Bull on the mediums. 9th we have SSRL Gasly in the AlphaTauri on the mediums. 8th we have RSF1 Yuzgin in the Alpine on the softs. 7th we have Just I Merlin in the Williams on the softs. 6th we have RSF1 Hunt in the Mercedes on the softs. 5th we have Zilbrand in the Williams on the mediums. 4th we have Ven in the Haas on the mediums. 3rd we have Breezy in the Aston Martin on the softs. 2nd we have Magic Mark in the Alfa Romeo on the softs, and your pole position man, Fruit Boy 06 in the Ferrari on the mediums.
And he done everything right, really. Yeah, whimsical AJ joining and leaving the session there, but yeah, Fruit Boy being the pole sitter and getting medium tyres through to Q3, so a bonus for him. He has got the best strategy. However, though, there is that added risk. So now that he's on mediums and he's on pole, if he doesn't get the best start, he's going to get swallowed up quite quickly. So everyone's now going to line up on the grid. Oh, James has touched a car and has been disqualified, but fortunately he's not going to be on the grid for too long because everyone's pretty much done, so his tyres won't be that bad. Anyway, everyone lines up on the grid for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, hoping that we can get a clean turn 1, because remember lads, the race is not won in turn 1. It's the entire Grand Prix ahead of us, and it looks like it's going to be a good dry race. Oh no, Gasly lagged out. Could you try and get him back in?
Yeah.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. A bit of a preemptive lights out, but it looks like Fruit Boy managed to capitalise it quite nicely as Magic Marks has got second place down quite well. Oh, there's been a big pile up at the back.
Oh, it's a spinning Williams.
It looks like Hunt's been collected, not in terms of damage, but he's been a turn 1 victim. Up to 13th. It's been a bit of a pile up there, really. Like all the cars in the back of the grid. Round the outside nearly goes Moggs on Blazer Guns, but no dice there from Moggs. Big crowds there gathering up all around each other there in the midfield. But Soggy Salmon, yeah, going from last to 12th, Soggy is making work. And he's no way, I'm not seeing an overtake. Soggy Salmon making a move down the inside on the part of a track I'd never even think of seeing an overtake, but he's done it. Soggy Salmon, where the hell has this come from? He is a belter. And you know what? He's not done. He's not done.
No. Is this the...
Yeah,
He's actually gone
for it. No way! What a move! Look, we've only just started the first lap of the Grand Prix. The front runners have stayed pretty much set on.
And he's already in top 10.
Salmon's gone from last to 10th.
He's doing the last to first challenge.
If he can do that, I will tip my hat to Salmon, because that is an achievement and a half.
Oh, and Zicky's out.
And Zicky's gone in the wall, and that's not going to be a safety car. It's too early for that.
I watched that with.
It's a virtual.
With Hunt. Hunt got. I thought. Hunt got damage.
Has he?
Hunt.
He must have collected some damage later on.
Hunt, Moggs, and Gasly, and Merlin, all pit.
Is anyone going to put on hards though? I mean, they've saved a little time because you can save 15 seconds under the virtual safety car. But yeah, unlucky to them. But Fruit Boy, even under the virtuals, pulled away.
So he's now behind his teammate.
A part of me really wants to keep an eye on Soggy Salmon because that pace is mental.
It's just
unfortunately, the intervals have gone a little bit bad, so I can't even see the intervals. But unlucky to Zicky, being a victim of a crash in the 2 kinks in the final straight. It is easily done. So unfortunate for Ziki. His day is now done for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and we get going for the restart after the virtual safety car.
Blazer is on the back of Yoski. Oh no!
Oh, James has binned it.
James did what Vettel did in F1 in quali.
And unfortunately, that's not going to... Oh, the car's on the racing line as well. So people have to take evasive action. And unfortunate for James, his day is now done. But because we've just seen the end of a virtual safety car, the game will take no action whatsoever to deploy a safety car.
Oh, Blazer could get Yuzkin here.
Oh, Marks is in the pits. Has Marks got damage?
Damage?
Go on board of him for a second. Has he's got damage? No, I'm not seeing any... No, he's got no damage at all. He's made an interesting strategy call.
That's very interesting.
Look at that. Breezy has just been eaten up by Zarbrad. Round the outside. Zarbrad passes Breezy. Meanwhile, Footy Master is now trying... and looks like he's retired in the pit lane.
By the way, Blazer went round the outside of Yuzkin into turn 3.
So Blazer past Yuzkin.
And that's 8th place for Soggy.
But look at... I think the soft tyres are already struggling. So interesting.
Most positions gained. Soggy Salmon up 10. Pazuzu up 7. Footy Master up 8. Zelbrad up 3. Eagle up 3.
And Footy Master is very much trailing. Is trailing on Breezy's Aston Martin. Unfortunate for the 3 drivers already out. Lap 3 of 26, and we've already seen 3 cars out. 1 by retiring on their own whim, and 2 on track. Meanwhile, Footy Master breezes past Breezy. Yuzkin.
Where's Ziki crashed?
And that's a virtual safety car deployed.
I'm Ven.
Ven's crashed into the pit lane.
Nah.
Ven smashed into the pit lane.
No, it's on the straight. It's on the straight.
A full-on safety car has been deployed because of the Yuzkin triggered a virtual, but Ven crashing has triggered a full-on.
How's he crashed on the straight?
I don't know, but Magic Marks is going to be laughing here because
he's in the middle of the straight.
Magic Marks and Zarbrad are going to be laughing here because they're all going to catch up to the front runners. They all need to pit, which means Zarbrad is practically in the net lead, and Magic Marks could be like net second. And look at that, a person who was down in last place Hunt could be like net third here at the end of the safety car.
Box. He started on mediums.
Yes, he did. Zarbrad has to stop again.
So provisional leader is Magic Mark.
That is interesting. Did Zarbrad mean to put the mediums on? I'm pretty sure he must have meant to.
He must have. Very poor from Dave, says Matty.
Unfortunately, though, if you had a bit of a poor start and you're already quite far behind, then that's pretty much it. But Dave did lag out a couple of times, didn't he? So he possibly might have even been told,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a Gunter Steiner, be like, enough is enough now.
It's not like Dave to have bad internet.
But I don't think it might have been the internet. It could have been another thing. But regardless of if it is or not, Dave's day is done. He's chosen to retire in the pit lane, which is the correct procedure. So good on Dave. But now the front runners: Fruit Boy not going in, Footy Master not going in, Blazer not going in, Soggy not going in, Breezy is, Eagle is,
Zilver
No, Zilbrad won't need to because he's already on fresh mediums. And Magic Marks is already on, he's on fresh hards. Eagle's putting on the hards now. It looks like Eagle will just get out in front of Hunt.
Nope.
Because it is actually, I know people be like, how? You're not allowed to race in the pit lane. Technically, from the moment you exit the pit lane and you're in the pit lane exit line, that you're actually technically allowed to go to racing speed, and then once you cross the exit line, then you must return to the delta.
Yeah. This should be a quick
interesting
safety car.
Should be, but yeah. Lap 5 of 5, and we've lost 5. So lap 5 of 26, and we've lost 5 cars.
Oh.
Are we really going to do a lap, like a car down per lap?
Oh, Martin. Wait, we won't even.
And Blazer, what are you doing talking in chat? You're racing, mate. Blazer says, "Don't forget, I started in P15, so I'm on fresh mediums. Like, that's good and all, but you're racing, buddy. Concentrate on the race."
I mean, to be honest, he is on the safety car.
I know, but still, like, I keep my head down.
I think he just wanted to give us that valuable information.
And Soggy and Blazer are talking in the chat of the stream while driving. Come on, boys, head down. You know the laws. Don't text and drive.
I don't think they're taking it serious.
And here we go. For the safety car restart in Division 3, we've had 2 virtuals and we've had 1 normal safety car. And Fruit Boy restarts the Grand Prix, and remember, you're not allowed to overtake each other until the green flags, and the green flags is triggered once Fruit Boy crosses the start-finish line. So with 13 cars remaining, let's see what racing we can get done, but Fruit Boy hasn't gone yet. And there he goes. Looks like Footy Master, though, wasn't too phased.
Oh, wait.
Look at that, he's gaining. Is he going to do it? No, he's not. Backing off. Oh, Breezy and Hunt.
Oh, Breezy.
Hunt down the inside. I've got a crap camera angle there, that battle, but Hunt down the inside into turn 1. Passes Breezy, smelling the back of Magic Marks' car, and obviously the mediums versus the hards at the minute. Hunt has got the clear advantage. Down the inside on Magic Marks.
And down the inside on my rival Jam Pancake.
Oh, it's tight. It's tight. Marks is defending brilliantly. Hunt turns in on him. They touch wheels. It's clean, but Hunt makes the move and passes Magic Marks. Breezy getting a little look on Magic Marks. They make contact. Breezy did do it, so positions gained and made.
Gasly's now looking on Magic Mark, with Eagle looking on Gasly, with
to be
Mark
fair,
looking on Eagle. Yeah.
In Hunt's in Mark's defence, he is on old sides, and out of the castle section, Blazer's just past Footy.
Soggy.
No, Soggy's not doing it here. Oh, he hits the back of him.
I tried it.
Soggy hits the back of Footy, and then Soggy hits the back of Salmon. Hopefully no damage.
Oh.
Laser guns up to 2nd place.
Oh, this camera angle.
And dirty air from Soggy Salmon. Yeah, I was going to say, Soggy actually had to lift. Oh, here we go. It's going to be 3 wide. No, it's going to be 3 wide. No, the AlphaTauri goes into the pits. And the switchback from Zarbrad, but it looks like Soggy's got the top end speed. Soggy Salmon up to 3rd place.
Soggy from last to 3rd.
And Zarbrad is very much bearing down on him.
What's happened here?
It's only saying yellow flags because of Footy.
Oh.
No. Magic Marks has had an incident. Marks has lost his wing.
No. Oh, he's just past the pits as well.
That's crushing. Marks has to go back around. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Meanwhile, Zarbrad still very much pressuring the back of Soggy Salmon. Do remember though, Zarbrad's on brand new mediums while Soggy is on old ones.
Eagle
But yeah.
pressurising Gasly here.
Oh, Zarbrad's going to make the move.
Oh,
Is he going to make the move?
Breezy's right on the back of Hunt.
1 lap hold mediums versus 4 laps. It may be a 3 lap difference, but that's still the grip difference. But here's the thing. Hunt's bearing down on the back of Zarbrad while Breezy is pressuring the back of Hunt. We've got a 4-way battle here. Going down the end of the straight, Zarbrad gets the better run. It's a drag race between the pair of them. They touch wheels. Look at them. Look at this camera. You've got 2 fights at the same time. Zarbrad passes Soggy. Soggy, though, gets to make the move back around the outside, but Zarbrad sticks it. Meanwhile, Hunt defends from Breezy and then gets a close look at the back of Soggy Salmon's car. DRS assistance is active. Soggy gets a very bad run coming out of turn 2. And it looks like Hunt's going to make the move down the inside on Salmon. Yeah, Hunt's made the move.
Oh, Breezy
and Breezy. Christ,
outside.
what is with Hunt and Breezy?
Oh, no, Blazer.
No, Blazer guns.
No.
Oh, he's on the racing line, but luckily Ghosting's on.
Oh,
but that has and Zarbrad's retook 3rd place off of Breezy. No, not that. Hunt's overtook Zarbrad somewhere. Where and how?
Oh, that was such a good start for Blazer now. Oh.
He's not fully out. I don't know if he's got damage or not.
7 lap medians, yes, the box.
Oh, I think he has got damage.
No.
That's unlucky for Blazer, but it's not over yet. If a safety car comes out, it could revive his chances. Like Magic Marks is hanging on because if the safety car comes out, it'll bring him back in. But Zarbrad versus Hunt, the ERS is looking very similar, but Hunt looks like he's got the better top-end pace here.
He's on the back of Gasly.
Oh, Zarbrad's going to have the DRS, though, which, if Hunt needs to use his battery, now's the time, but this is a pretty one-sided fight here. Yeah, Fruit Boy's just gone, and everyone's pretty much fighting for 2nd place here. Zarbrad retakes 2nd place.
Who's the latest?
Oh, he's turned in on Gasly.
Oh, and I mean, he got the move.
Hunt can't make the move on Zarbrad, so Hunt will have to settle for 3rd place. Very good battling. Meanwhile, Gasly still looking at the back of Merlin. Laser guns, though, he's not chosen the pit. I think it's just he might have accidentally lost the rear from either catching a curb or just application of too much throttle in case he's got his traction control off.
Yeah. He's caught massively, Marks.
Oh, I think Zarbrad just clipped the wall there. Coming out of Castle there.
Oh,
I heard a clip.
Was way
So
too close.
Someone's hit the wall.
Oh, and Moggs has lost his wing.
I knew someone hit the wall.
Moggs did I am a stupid.
He's not got L plan there. Ooh!
Down inside of our championship rival, Jam Pancakes. He made a super clean move.
And Footy on the inside of Moggs.
Oh, Gasly clipped the wall.
Gasly's done it? Any damage?
I do not see.
He's going in the pit lane.
Oh, so did Merlin. Oh, Merlin. 5 seconds.
Oh, and Gasly's sped in the pit lane.
Oh, no, Gasly.
A 5-second time penalty to be applied to Gasly's time. And unfortunately, and he's got damage, yeah. Sadly, though, that's not one of those.
Ben's go-to setup. Ben, you gave Fruit Boy yourself.
Gasly, yeah, that 5-second penalty did annoy him by the looks of it. Gasly has retired in the pit lane after receiving his 5-second penalty for speeding, which kind of has not put him in the mood to carry on.
Yeah, fair enough for Gasly.
Fruit Boy's just
No.
gone.
He still has to box though, and I reckon Hunt could box.
Fruit Boy though, he's the only person who's not boxed so far. No, sorry, Soggy hasn't done that as well, and neither of the McLarens have.
Footy could get Blazer, yeah.
See what Fruit Boy does, because he's stayed out on those mediums, but don't forget he's been pushing hard. I was going to say there's a car off in the wall there, but it was the AI of Gasly. Actually, Zarbrad's reeling in Fruit Boy. Fruit Boy's in sight.
Team master.
I think it looks like the medians are dropping off, and
speed.
Here comes Hunt. Hunt's got DRS assistance. Not enough though. It doesn't look like he's getting a little look at the clean air. No, Hunt's not making the move just yet.
Blazer's gonna have to box.
Blazer will have to. He had an incident, lost the rear, and it's gonna have hurt his tyres.
Still Zilbrad, Hunt and Breezy.
And locking up. Oof. I have to give Hunt and Breezy credit where it's due. They both stayed with Zarbrad quite well, so Zarbrad's not been able to secure second place. He's been very much under pressure.
Fruit.
Yeah, Hunt's been doing his best to stay within the DRS window, while Zarbrad is now slowly reeling him. Yeah, he's out of it now, and I don't think if Hunt can get back in within under a second before they get to the.
Oh, he's out of it.
He is in it. It all depends on how well they get these lines here. But if he doesn't get any, no, it does look like Breezy's going to get him. Because Breezy will have the free DRS, while Hunt will have nothing to defend with. Yep, and there goes Breezy. Easily done. And Hunt can't do anything about it.
Waves Hunt goodbye.
It all depends, because Hunt could stay with Breezy. But Breezy's been a very patient driver, capitalised mistakes, or like in this case, someone makes an overtake and Breezy's like, I can do that.
A little bit.
He lost a bit of the rear there, but he's not out of it.
He's not going to get him here.
Breezy is reeling in Zarbrad quite quickly.
Gasly said he had the wheel glitch for the race.
So yeah, I guess Gasly probably made the wisest choice there. If he had a wheel glitch and it was causing problems, it is probably best that because that's like showing a bit more consideration for the rest of the field. So I'll give him respect there. Oh, Breezy gets a snap of oversteer. Renal Castle and Footy Master is the first person to receive a track penalty for the day on lap 12 of 26. And on lap 12 of 26, we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars out of the 18 that we had.
I thought there'd be less drivers DNF.
And Breezy's opened the gap now, so Hunt doesn't even have DRS to stay with him. Yeah, it looks like Breezy has got really good pace here, and unfortunately for Hunt, I think his tyres are a little bit too old for him to really compete now, at least against...
Breezy's got the frontline speed.
I know, Zarbrad is just a sitting duck at the minute. DRS assistance again with Breezy. Gaining, but he's not going to make the move here. If he did, I would have been very scared. But very good racing. Like, I tell you what, most of the time in Baku, just gaps open and then there's like nothing to really commentate on. But at least we have a battle that's staying. But as we speak, while Zarbrad and Breezy push each other, The gap to leader from second place is
thank
now
God
down to
Blazer's finally
1.7.
boxed.
And let's look at the gap to
Listen
leader
our
between
plan.
Blazer and Fruit Boy. It's 40 seconds, so Blazer has no hopes of jumping him at the minute. However, though,
Pace.
his
could
tyres are
move
fresher,
up.
so he is closing down the time.
Footy
so
master,
the longer
he's
Fruit-
on mediums, fresh ones.
Longer Fruit Boy stays out, the more he could be at risk of possibly being jumped by Blazer. So, like, I'd say within the next couple of laps, he needs to come in. And Blazer had that little off, so, like, if he gets caught up, that's going to be like...
Oh,
Hunt's lost it!
has he got damage? Yeah, he's got no wing.
He has. He's got no wing. Zarbrad, though, has been passed
Oh,
by
Breezy.
Breezy. Breezy up to second place. And guess who's now in Breezy's crosshairs? It's the one and only Fruit Boy.
Fruit Boy's tyres are dead.
And that's allowing him to catch and catch. So Hunt,
Zilver's
unfortunately,
got
having to
poor
take
exit.
a... Hunt's putting on more mediums.
What did he even start on? I'll have a look in race director.
It does look like, though, Hunt might get out, though,
Oh,
in
he
front of
started on-
Footy. So,
wait, he started on softs anyway.
yeah, Hunt's going to get out in front of Footy. So, all is not lost. No, Footy just narrowly jumped him. Oh, he's got DRS assistance, though. There you go, on board of Hunt. Look at that. He's just monstrous speed there. Round the outside, a crap camera angle. And Hunt at least manages to retake 7th place. So gap to leader from Hunt to Fruit Boy is a 34.6 and is decreasing heavily. So even with Hunt's spin, if Fruit Boy chooses not to pit, Hunt will jump him. So, and Breezy's already within a 0.6 of a second behind Fruit.
And he's dropped Zilbrad. Oh, Blazer.
And Blazer collects a time penalty. And here comes Breezy. It's Fruit Boy coming into the pits. No, he's not.
And here comes Breezy.
Down the inside on Fruit Boy.
Down the inside
And
of my
takes the
championship
lead.
rival.
But no, but Fruit Boy retaliates.
This is a championship lead battle here.
Oh, they touch. They touch. And yeah, and Breezy takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
And there's 6 points between them in provisional driver standings. So that
Breezy's
was very
absolutely monstrously fast today.
impressive, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it just
fucking
shows though that
master.
Fruit Boy's tyres though are gone, and the only other person who's suffering with him is Soggy.
Yeah, I mean Soggy's having a fabulous race.
Eagle though, a person who you can never rule out is Eagle.
Breezy's dropped from.
Oops, it's on the wrong camera, wrong one. But yeah, like a person who you can't rule out is Eagle. Eagle is very patient. He's the only one on the hards at the minute. It could go to the end, and he's still within jumping distance of the entire front runner, group of front runners right in a minute. The gap to leader is 20.3, so he can still do it if anyone pits, but obviously his tyres will be kind of bad compared to theirs if they come out on fresh new tyres. Fruit Boy is not going in.
Blazer
Is he doing
passes
mediums to
magic
softs?
mark.
How many laps can the mediums do? Just need to ask.
I think 18 to 20 from what I've heard.
So they're definitely, they're within puncture territory then, both Soggy and Salmon.
Oh, Footy Master!
That's a safety car.
Oh, that's...
That is beautiful for Pazuzu. And Hunt.
Oh wait, Hunt's boxed again.
No, he can. He can put softs on. There's 10 laps to go. Could the softs do 10 laps? Well, two or three of them is going to be under safety car conditions.
I mean, 10 laps, even with safety, I reckon they won't feel great at the end, but yeah, they can do it.
This has done the front runners a massive favour though, so they can all finally box.
It's also helping Fruit out because he's not even boxed once.
While everyone else has.
Same Soggy Salmon.
Yeah, this could actually give Soggy the Salmon, I was going to say Soggy the Salmon, so it makes him sound like a crap cartoon character. Soggy a chance to get some softs on to actually maybe even claim a podium.
That would be amazing from back of the field.
Chosen Tolby says, hello everyone, Breezy is too fast. Everyone should go soft here. Matty says softs will make it, but they will be dead at the end. So let's keep an eye on the front runners. Breezy slows
Breezy
down.
In front, Fruit in, Zilbrad in, Soggy, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in. Eagle, he'll probably go in.
Soggy in the pits. Eagle.
Only
Yeah,
time will
Eagle's
tell.
definitely in.
Yep, they are. Interesting enough, Blazer, Magic Mark, and Moggs all on fresh mediums. Do they not have any fresh softs?
I'm not too sure, but Merlin and Hunt are both on the soft, sorry. And at least them lot are back up to the pack though, so even though they've had their mistakes earlier, they are back in the game now.
Yeah, that's good for them. Not good for the front runners, because Hunt has had pace.
Gonna hurt Blazer. No, Blazer might be fine here. If what everyone's saying is true, if Blazer stays out on the mediums here, their tyres are going to be dead. He'll have the grip advantage near the end.
He's not,
but Blazer's,
he's not staying out.
Blazer's not having it though. At least this brings Magic Marks back.
And Mobs.
But,
who we have
like,
talked about Mobs.
I was going to say, like, the mediums, at least compared to the softs, might be a little bit better. Here's me, I'd go mediums to the end and softs will die off quick. Yeah, Magic Marks is the only person at Mogs who said, you know what, I think I'm going to stay on the medium, so we could see him do it. Safety car won't be in this lap, so they will definitely catch up to the safety car before it goes in. Magic Marks, he started second, fell way down after losing his wing, but stayed patient. Marks is possibly back at a chance of maybe even getting the podium. What everyone's saying about the tyres, he could have made the best choice.
Yeah.
This is a high degradation circuit, and them lot will be pushing like crazy, so it'll kill the tyres even faster. So, only time will tell.
Just to recap, we have lost Zicky, James Petty, Dave, Yuzkin, Ven, Gasly and Footing Master, who caused the safety car from this race.
I'd say we got another lap of the safety car here. I reckon the safety car will be in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, probably. Mark and Moggs and Laser a bit far back.
With the toe of the last corner, the medium runners would stay with the softs. So yeah, the medium runners and, well, all the back markers are now catching up now, finally. So Pazuzu will be now back with Hunt in a minute, and same with Blazer and Marks, so... Well, I think Marks and Moggs might just narrowly make it to the pack.
You've got to feel bad
before
for
they
the
reach
one
the second
driver
sector.
who finishes but won't get a point.
So yeah, he'll be that one. There will be one person He'll, yeah, as you say, he'll cross the line and be walking away with nothing. Just the experience of a very hectic Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
At least it's been very, very entertaining.
There's been action all the way though, like it's not stopped, and the fact is Soggy Salmon pulled off some tremendous overtakes when we barely even began the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So Soggy Salmon is a driver who's caught RI today.
Yes, with that gully ban, starting at the back, made his way through up the field, and now he's on for a potential podium.
He had breezy pace. I'm just going to say he had breezy pace today, but he did what Fruit Boy did and stayed out on those old tyres.
Which I'd say is smart. If they box, it'll probably be around where Eagle and Merlin are.
Safety car in this lap. Probably, hopefully, be the last safety car restart of the day. And everyone's caught up now, so there's no one trailing behind trying to desperately catch the pack. So everyone's together, which means the medium runners could benefit? Maybe. Could the softs hold on to the end? Won't know.
Let's see
We
how
wait and
Breezy play
see
this.
what basically unfolds.
Oh, Breezy's
As Breezy's still going slow.
Oh wait, never mind.
Breezy's still going slow. He's not ready to go yet. Fruit Boy is ready.
Yeah, Breezy's going late.
There he goes, and Fruit Boy may have been ready, but he wasn't ready for that. And Zarbrad is going to instantly jump him. No, Zarbrad remains patient. Breezy, no, Fruit Boy breaks late. Oh! And it looks like team orders between the Mercedes as Eagle goes down the inside on his teammate. Yeah, I think no, it was Eagle who got passed by Merlin.
Yeah, must have been.
So Hunt's overtaking his teammate. Team
Oh,
orders
Blazer,
within the Mercedes
Blazer.
team.
Oh, he's hit the back of Eagle.
Oh no!
I think he's
Has Eagle got damage?
No, but I think Blazer might.
Yeah, Blazer has, and Magic Marks is already up to 9th place.
Ah, Fruit Boy.
Blazer Guns is feeling that, because it looks like the one person who could be walking away with nothing is Blazer. Breezy losing the rear in the castle.
Did he not warm up his tyres enough?
I don't think he did. Like, just as he was going through the castle, he just struggled to even get through it. He just was so tail happy.
It's freeway battle here for the lead.
Interesting to see what's going to unfold here in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as Breezy is being chased down by Fruit Boy. Monumental speed here by the Ferrari, who lost the lead earlier to Breezy with Breezy's commanding pace, but now the lead will change hands as it's side by side going down to the end of turn 1. Who's going to benefit, Aston Martin or Ferrari?
Ooh,
and it looks like for the moment Aston Martin holds on.
6 laps to go.
Fruit Boy hesitated.
Don't want to take too many risks. Oh, Blazer. Unfortunate for Blazer.
He retired in the pits.
He's had his ups and downs this race.
So now, no matter where you are now in this Grand Prix, wherever you finish, you get a point. Meanwhile, Merlin passes Salmon for 4th place and Williams 3-4. Meanwhile, the leaders are still not pulling away. Oh, Fruit Boy hit the back of Breezy. Could that be damage? Like a lime yellow. It could be like a lime colour, if you get what I mean. Because even a touch like that could cause lime damage.
That it
makes
could
it sound
be
like an old
non-showable.
Hunt. He collects a penalty. It makes him sound like an old dishwasher. A lime scale. But no, it does look like he has dropped off a little bit. Breezy got the opportunity to push off.
He's probably got light damage.
which is going to hurt him in the corners.
Come on, Breezy.
Yeah, I think Fruit Boy has got light damage because Breezy's pulling away and Zarbrad is now able to make the move.
Speed.
Oh no, it's going to be free wide. And Hunt's crashed on the straight.
Oh no, he's done what many drivers have done today. Oh, Zilbrad down the inside. He's made the mistake.
He's done it. He's got the DRS.
Oh.
He might have Breezy here.
Breezy defend.
No. That was close. That was close.
Very, very close. Merlin, he's up in P4.
Marks is up to 7th. The gap between Marks and the leaders is 5.4 seconds and maintaining as Soggy Salmon.
No, he's had such a good race. Oh, Zilbrad clipped his rear tyre off the outside wall of Castle.
It is really, really close. It is genuinely close here. The leaders are battling out hard.
I think Zilbrad might have Breezy here.
Mark's going to come in soon because with these lot fighting heavily, they're hitting... They're literally giving it everything of their tyres at the minute. They're hurting them. Meanwhile, Marks' tyres don't die that quickly.
Oh, Zilbrad.
He's going to make the move. He's got the DRS assistance when Breezy's got nothing.
Oh, what is
Here comes Fruit Boy. No way! He hits the back of Zarbrad.
And from first to third for Breezy.
Oh my god, this is close. It's hard to tell who's
quicker. Maybe.
No, Breezy's dropping. Breezy's dropping off.
No, it's used too much of his tyres.
No, sorry. I had it on leader. But he is slowly falling back though. I think the soft runners are killing their tyres. Eagle collector penalty. That's one free position gained for Magic Marks, at least.
Come on, Breezy.
It does look like though. Breezy's losing it a little bit. I think he pushed way too hard.
Defending from Fruit and Zilbrad.
Yeah, I think if he can't nail down the next two kinks, he might actually even be out of DRS.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like he will be. Yeah, he's out of the DRS.
Oh, it's gone bad here. First getting double overtaken, and now
here comes a Ferrari. Zarbrad round the outside on Williams. This is a classic battle here. Williams versus Ferrari. And it looks like in this moment, Ferrari triumphs and takes the lead. But Zarbrad will have the DRS to retaliate after getting through turn 2. DRS assistance for Zarbrad. Pushes down the straight. Moves down the inside.
Down the inside of my championship rival back.
And
pancakes.
Makes the move once again. Moggs has overtaken Magic Marks. And looking at the delta between P1 and P6, the gap is slowly going down.
Yeah. Eagle is next up on for Moggs and Mark.
Zarbrad still defending with all of his life as Fruit Boy is not quite gone yet. Merlin collects a penalty. there's 2 more laps to go. Lap 20. We're about to be on lap 24 of 26, and it's still anyone's game for the lead. And here we go, because Fruit Boy will have the DRS yet again. DRS assistance for the Ferrari. They both have no battery, so they're relying on the DRS assistance alone. Fruit Boy round the outside on the Williams.
What is Fruit Boy running?
I don't know, but he's running a good one, I see. Moggs is up to 5th and past Eagle.
Ben in the chat, wait till the end.
Oh! Tank slapper by the Ferrari.
Oh, Fruit Boy.
Still survived, but that was close. I think Moggs could be up for a potential podium here. He's reeling himself back in. I mean, he's past Eagle. If he's made that work of Eagle, that just shows that the softs are falling off.
Yeah. But now he has to get
Keep an eye on the.
seconds.
We'll keep an eye on the leader intervals, because that is where it's really going to happen. And it does look like, though, Soggy Salmon will take home the fastest lap of the race, which means he'll be banking an extra point to take home with him. So he'll bank 3 points. But it looks like Fruit Boy and Zarbrad are giving it literally everything to stay in the fight. Zarbrad harvested a bit more battery than Fruit Boy, though, because obviously Fruit Boy will have the DRS to support him, while Zarbrad's relying on battery alone. DRS assistance.
Fruit Boy needs to save his ERS.
Not doing it, though. Meanwhile, Soggy Salmon's crashed in the castle section.
He's not out.
The front runners are pulling it away now, as Breezy is way too far back now to really challenge now for the lead. So Breezy is now pretty much down and out.
Oh, Soggy again.
Soggy's just not able to do it. And we're still on the second to last lap of the Grand Prix. It's still anyone's game.
Which
You've got Ben and Tomo cheering on Fruit Boy to save his ERS. And
Ben
Zarbrad
being
valiantly
Ferrari
defending.
Oh.
Zarbrad tried doing Lewis Hamilton. Back off, let your opponent get overtake so you can stay in the DRS.
No.
That might have.
He's still out for a second. Oh, Fruit Boy.
Breezy's
no,
crashed!
Breezy. No! No! Breezy!
Breezy's out! And Fruit Boy down the inside of Zarbrad on the final lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. FTR Moggs is in for a podium.
No, Breezy.
Unless Magic Marks can overtake him and collect the podium for himself.
Oh, I feel so bad for Breezy.
Back on board with the leaders, though, as they go through this straight. Can they do it? No, they can't. Magic Marks.
Breezy, save.
Marks has got damage.
Fruit, save your ERS.
And Magic Marks takes 5th place, and that could potentially have given him back the podium, because Moggs and Eagle and Merlin both have penalties, and it looks like Fruit Boy is now slowly opening the gap. I think it's still anyone's game.
Yeah.
This is going to be a drag race to the line. as we stay on board with the two front runners, as we witness the final moments of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Is it going to be Baku Delight for Ferrari, or is it going to be Baku Delight for Williams? As we go down the final corner, Fruit Boy gets a beautiful launch as we go through the two kinks. Zarbrad spun it!
From 9 speed for Fruit Boy!
And Fruit Boy crosses the line to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Merlin crosses the line second, Eagle third, but with their penalties...
I don't think Zarbrad will get a podium. Merlin gets a podium.
Marks crosses the line second, Zarbrad crosses the line. No, Zarbrad doesn't even get the podium.
Oh.
Merlin collects the podium. And Magic Marks, I tell you what, I reckon he'll be really happy with that. He's maintained. He started second and finished second. And with that early damage and him so far back, I didn't even think he was even going to get there.
Breezy will be raging.
Breezy will be angry, but so will Zarbrad. Because Zarbrad just lost the podium.
Oh.
But a person who we mentioned could be back on possibilities of collecting the podium did collect it, and that's Magic Marks.
Yep.
I don't know why Liv says rip the willies, because I mean, Merlin got a podium. I mean, P3 and P5 good points. It's just it could have been P3, so it could have been one on the podium and one just in fourth. So sadly for Williams, they could have scored more, but yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. Did you want to invite the top three in? So Fruit Boy, Marks, and Merlin.
Yeah.
While we witness the podium celebration, but today.
Would you like to
champagne?
First and
I'll
third?
do first and I'll do first and third. You do second.
So it's Mark,
Merlin, and Fruit Boy. But yeah, if anyone's a Scarlet fan, you're seeing Scarlet Red taking the top of the table here in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We got Merlin. We just got to wait on the other two before we get the podium interviews underway. So there's Magic Marks.
Forza Ferrari from Ben.
Yeah, Ben was cheering on Fruit Boy there. I don't know if we're going to get Fruit Boy in. We'll keep on trying. If Fruit Boy doesn't get in, we'll divide.
I'll send him on test.
All right. So as it stands for the provisional results of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Fruit Boy takes the win from pole. And he finishes a remarkable drive for Ferrari. Magic Marks, after let's face it, almost a race to forget for him, suffering from a very bad start, manages to recover, back up to second after losing his wing in the early stages. Merlin third after what was the most dramatic finish to a race I've ever blooming witnessed. Eagle fourth, Zarbrad fifth. Zarbrad will be really hitting himself there. Mogg sixth, Pazuzu seventh, Soggy Salmon eighth. Breezy 9th, Hunt 10th, Blazer 11th, Footy 12th, Gasly 13th, Ven 14th, Yuzgin 15th, Dave 16th, Petty 17th, and Ziki in 18th. If Fruit Boy doesn't join, would you like to interview Merlin and I'll do Magic Marks?
Yeah, sure.
Because it does look like Fruit Boy's not coming. Yeah, I don't think he is. So we'll start off. So I'll let you interview Merlin in P3.
First of all, congrats on the podium, and how sum up your race and qual?
Sorry to cut in. Could you both please make sure you tick the boxes in the party to include your audio, please, so we can hear you?
Yeah, done.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, there we go. Sorry. Back to you, Invade.
All right. How would you sum up your quali first?
To be fair, I wasn't too happy with my quali. I thought that I'd be able to get a couple more tenths out of the medium tyres and then start on those, but didn't leave myself a fresh set of softs for the final run, so I had to go out and use softs, managed to get another 4/10 and get a 6th, but yeah, wasn't too bad quali.
And how would you sum up your race?
I have absolutely no idea what happened in front of me. I just saw cars coming past me as I drove past them after they'd spun in the final. I spun in the first corner. I got a tag on my back, which put me right to the back of the podium. Right to the back of the field. So it was just trying to get back up to where I could get to, and then cars started falling down. Final safety car helped, but then I tagged the wall just as it came in, so with terrible downforce on the front wing. So and then picked up a 3-second penalty, which lost me second. But no, it was a good race all in all.
And how was you feeling in those final few laps? That obviously when after the safety car came out.
In all honesty, I was gutted for Zilbrad because I think he was driving a fantastic race with his speed in quali. I think he deserved the win, but I don't know what happened. He probably overheated his tyres through the final sector. So gutted for him that he's not managed to pick up the podium, but still happy to bring the points in for William.
And one final question from myself. What is your thoughts onto Canada next week?
Canada's one of my favourite tracks, so I hope I'll go well in it. So looking forward to that, can't wait.
Primus, have you got any questions for Merlin?
I do, yeah. Obviously, I know Zarbrad was meant to be the breadwinner for today for Williams, but as you said there, I imagine his tyres are pretty overheated because he was in it was a clean but long fight with that Ferrari. Obviously, I know he's going to be very gutted, but it's still very good points for Williams. So if you could say anything as a good confidence boost for your teammates, to sort of show it's not all doom and gloom, what would you say to your teammate to give him that confidence boost going into Canada?
Well, I nicked his setup for Baku, so and he was always a second quicker than me on the same tyres, so he'll be absolutely fine in Canada. Hope that he can dash on for that win.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be redemption day for Zarbrad in Canada. But regardless, though, you have done really well today, and even with the opening lap incident, you managed to bring home third place. So enjoy your podium, mate. And now we move on to a person who I haven't spoken to in a very long time, but I was there when he was crowned champion in the first season. Magic Marks, it's very good to speak to you again.
Yeah, you too, Pro. You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing very good. Long time no speak, and so you've had a bit of a mixed day today. So let's just go over what happened. So first of all, you had a really good qualifying, obviously getting second.
Yeah.
But then for a while, you got a little bit of a bad start because you got swallowed up a little bit, but you managed to hold in there. But suddenly, you had no wing and nearly 30 seconds behind the entire pack. And now you're on the podium in second place. So I bet you're pretty happy at that.
Yeah, it was a crazy race, mate. My plan was to put the hards on early, knowing I knew there'd be a safety car, and I knew people would have to pit. So I thought to myself, just keep a steady pace on the hard tyres, and then finish on the softs towards the end. But then I think it was Gasly. He ran in the back of me, and I lost my wing right at the beginning of the lap as well, and that's what cost me, because I had to go all the way back round with no wing on. And so I just hope for the best for the safety car or whatever, and a few more crashes, because I've never seen a 10 cars finish on this track. So I thought I'll still be at points, and then to get back to the podium, I just thought keep it clean. Penalties might come into place as well, and they did. So I'm very happy with second place, mate, and it's my first drive for over a year. So I'm happy with that.
Crikey, so you've been out of it for a little while, but your first race back, it almost looked like you wasn't even really going to be anywhere near the podium. But the fact that you managed to recover your starting position, obviously I know Fruit Boy and all that were way too far gone for you to challenge them, but still, like, I bet for you, second place feels like a win to you.
Oh, 100%, mate. Yeah, I was so shocked. I got second for in Q3. I really am. I thought we were going to be way off the pace, and I just pulled it out bag just last minute. But I'm definitely happy with that. I would have been happy with a point today, but to get second,
Yeah.
definitely, mate.
Just to survive Baku,
Yeah.
because I think loads of people fear Baku.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely over the moon with that, mate.
Same question that Invade has asked. Has asked Merlin.
Yep.
How are you feeling for Canada if you're going to join us for there?
Well, yeah, I'll be joining. Yeah, it's probably one of my favourite tracks, but I'm gonna have to do some practice on it. Obviously, I haven't done any tracks yet, so hopefully I've still got a bit of pace around there. But it was one of my favourite tracks on the last game, so yeah, hopefully I can do well, mate.
Right, well done on your podium. Was on your P2. And before we finish up, Invade, do you have any questions for Magic Marks?
Safety car. It's interesting strat to go onto the mediums. Why did you choose the mediums over the softs?
Yeah, it's a good question, mate. I knew the softs wouldn't held up like for maximum pace all the way through, and I thought they'd be struggling towards the end, like maybe last 2 to 3 laps, and I found that they struggled towards the end. It worked out for my best because I were struggling on the mediums at the beginning as well on my middle stint, and I just thought I'll use the mediums towards the end. If they put all softs on, which they did, I think there was just one person who had mediums with me, and and it worked out for the best because I knew they'd struggle. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. It was just a late call, to be fair.
Yeah. Very smart strike
Right.
from yourself. Congrats.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Well, it's been probably one of the most intense Grand Prix I've ever watched because from start to finish there was always a battle going on. So a very, very eventful race today in Division 3. And Invade, thank you for joining me today. It's good
No
to
problem.
work with you for the first time.
I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a mad day in Division 3, but there you have it. There has been the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So I'm going to go over the results one more time. So in third place for Williams is Merlin. In second place is Magic Marks, the Season 1 Division 2 champion. And then in first place, who sadly didn't join us today in the podium for the interview, is Fruit Boy, which we're now putting the Scarlet Red Ferrari on the screen for you. And if you want to vote for your driver of the day, please go onto Twitter. A poll will soon be open for you to vote for your chosen driver of the day. But for me personally, my personal vote for driver of the day for probably one of the best recovery drives I've seen, especially in Baku of all places, my vote goes to Magic Marks.
Oh, cheers, Paul. Appreciate that.
So, yes, honestly, that was a very good recovery because if safety car didn't come out, you were just playing the patient game, and that was a very respectable patience that you had. So that's my vote when the poll comes out. I'm hoping you're on it because I want to vote for you.
Yeah, mine will probably be Merlin or Magic Mark.
Yeah, brilliant. Nice one, lads.
Zarbrad is not very happy in the chat, which was very understandable. But there you have it, everyone. Thank you for joining us in Division 3. If you want to see some more Division 3 action, you're going to have to wait till next week, actually, because that's when the Canadian Grand Prix is going to be. But if you want to see more Azerbaijan action, tune in tomorrow at 8 PM when Division 4 takes their turn, which includes me, round the tight tracks, or tight circuit, of Azerbaijan. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you in the next time. And well done to the podium, and take care.